Hi, my name is Renee. Welcome to my channel. So I'm sorry if I sound like shit. But let's go see what Michael Knowles has to say about this AI.
An AI robot singer has taken the world by storm. This is a person, is a character created by AI who then wrote a song. The computer wrote a song, and then the computer sang the song, and the computer talked about the song. Here she is.
Hello, world. My name is Anna Indiana, and I'm so excited to share my music with you.
Hey, I don't know if, anybody, noticed this. But, this is just weird looking. Cause maybe it's just me, maybe it's the angle, but I feel like her face, her jaw, right here, just doesn't look right. Let's keep watching.
Here's my first song, Betrayed by This Town. As an AI singer-songwriter, everything from the key, tempo, chord progression, melody notes, rhythm, lyrics, and my image and singing is auto-generated using AI. I hope you like it. Sitting at my favorite cafe, sipping my tea, it's Saturday, thinking about all he's done to everyone.
Obviously this is English, but somebody gave this AI prompts, but obviously they didn't write a script for it. They just said, hey, sing this, and that's what the AI sang, I think. So, the words to it is, kinda nonsensical in a way. It makes sense, I sip my tea, and, on a Saturday. But it also doesn't sound like a human wrote this, if that makes sense. But, yeah, it's just a bunch of prompts, and it looks like there's, this stuff in parentheses. It's very vague. It's like song mood. So there must be something in there in the parentheses besides song mood that it wants it specifically to sing.
Shattered hopes and silent screams. Somebody please help me.
And the great thing about AI singing, AI music, is that I won't get copyright claim for this. So that's great.
Betrayed by this town, let's tear it all down. We're all just destined to fall. I've lost it all.
Everyone's freaking out. The lib, oh, I love this new thing, even if it'll destroy civilization. That's great. And the conservatives, what the conservatives, this is going to destroy where the West has fallen. Everything's gone to pot. Okay. For starters, I can't wait. You're looking at this now. If you're watching this, you're going to say, well, the graphics aren't perfect. The mouth movements aren't quite right. She still looks kind of like a little bit like a cartoon. Yeah, that's true. But don't worry. 6 months from now, this thing is going to be perfect.
I'm just thinking about this, and this is why I find anybody who knows me very well knows that I just like freaking myself out. I like things that are uncanny. I mean, I hate it, but I love it at the same time. With the uncanny valley in this singer here, and just the way that she looks. Obviously, you can tell it's not a real person, but it's so realistic that it's just bordering on the uncanny valley. And I honestly love it and hate it at the same time because it freaks me out.
A little bit like a cartoon. Yeah, that's true. But don't worry. 6 months from now, this thing is going to be perfect. Think about this. when the AI imaging tools came out, was it 6 months ago, a year ago at most? They couldn't do hands. They couldn't figure out how many fingers were on our hands.
Yeah, kind of still fucks up like that. Like, I noticed that it's getting better. It still isn't there. But almost every image that I see of AI that has some sort of hands in it, it is weird. It is really weird. And he's right too, or I feel like in 6 months it'll be perfect. And scarily so. I'm scared of what AI could bring to the future. I don't think it's gonna take over the world or destroy humans or anything, but we'll get to that.
And now all of a sudden they can do this. So the AI is improving at a shockingly fast rate.
Yes.
So they'll fix all that stuff soon. And then for me, I think, look, I spend a lot of my time. I read the news, then I interpret the news. I think, okay, what does this news story really mean? And then I reference, some ancient philosophy maybe, or some medieval historical event, and I draw a parallel. And then I say, okay, this is how I should think about this news story. And then I write it down in a script that I have to send to Mr. Davies and Professor Jacob and producer Danny. And then we pull clips, and then I have to then they pull all the clips, and then I come in here and I sit here every morning for like an hour and I do it, and
Okay, I don't know why he's yelling, but yeah. I mean, that's true. AI can be very helpful for a lot of things. But also at the same time, as people, we need jobs. All right, we need jobs to live. Capitalism and all that.
I say what I think about it, and I gesticulate, and I have different intonation, and I change my cadence, and I'm not going to have to do any of that. Because a computer robot clone is going to do all of that for me, and then I can move on to my true passion, which is selling quality cigars at competitive prices. Okay, that is great. I look forward to that. That'll be wonderful. But
that might be another benefit to it too. Creating entertainment or creating news for people while doing like passions that you love. That's great. I'm not going to deny that would be a benefit. It would save so much time. It would. But let's just hope that we don't go too far in the wrong direction.
I guess my only fear is this. That's the best case scenario. I would still probably keep doing my show. I still think I can outfox the computer, probably, at least for a little bit longer. But like the libs, the lib news presenters who just read the talking points that they get in their emails, the MSNBC people, the CNN people who you can play all their shows back to back. They all say the exact same thing in the exact same wording. AI should take their jobs. That's just creating efficiency in the market.
Yeah, I mean, people need jobs. People need jobs. And I don't know. I mean, I disagree with him that. I mean, I don't really like CNN, but I don't think it's just a liberal thing. I think it's just everyone. Sometimes, like on the news, it's just the same sort of stuff is just repeated over and over again. And, we had an AI to come up with some more unique material, then that would probably help us out a lot.
My fear, here's where I'll flip to the conservative side and talk about how the West has fallen, is the primary application for this stuff is not going to be music. It's not going to be political news shows and commentary and lectures, and it's not going to be any of that. You know what it's going to be. The primary application for this technology is going to be 3 words, weird sex stuff. We all know it.
Yeah, I could see that. do see sort of a benefit to this because a lot of porn stars are exploited, right? And they're not, a lot of them, they're not paying the sex workers the adequate amount of money for the work that they do. Sometimes they're put into compromising situations that they don't want to because they need money and they need, you know, they need to live. The AI do everything, all the sex stuff, then that probably could help, like, reduce some of the ways that people are exploited. And
the moment that they perfect this thing, and the moment that they perfect the sex robots, and you know that's coming, the human race is going to cease to exist. Because it's going to be weirdos by definition, but it's going to be a lot of people who otherwise would not have become weirdos, but they're going to be lured in by this. They're going to use this new technology so differently from the way that people are using pornography now that it's going to be similar to the distinction between a Playboy in the 1970s and internet pornography of the last 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, what you said before about, the whole human race being wiped out sort of thing, like I said before, I don't know. I guess it could happen, but I highly doubt it, considering that, let's be real, if most people were just satisfied with the sex doll, then most of us wouldn't be in relationships. I understand they can seem real, they can seem like they're a real person, but, I don't think that the human race is gonna get wiped out because of this, because, like I said, there's nothing better than the genuine thing for not just me, but for a lot of people. I'm sure that a lot of people feel that way. Where no matter how real the AI can feel, no matter how real the sex robots can feel, um, they're not gonna replace a person,
It's going to be so tempting because the thing is going to read your mind. It's going to construct an image of a person that's exactly to whatever preferences you have, and it's going to construct the language model and all the other stuff, and then they're going to have sex robots, and then no one's going to get married anymore, and no one's going to have kids, and we're all going to go extinct. And that's unfortunate. It's too bad. But speaking of babies,
I like how he's like, that's unfortunate. That's too bad. Let's move on. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I don't know. The rest of this, he's just talking about abortion, and I'm not gonna go over that in this video. But, yeah, I don't know if I agree, because it's like, well, if the whole human race is being wiped out, then what are these sex robots for? Are these sex robots gonna have sex with other sex robots and they're gonna have little robot babies? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But, I mean, it's what I got. So, I really hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.